They say I'm rude, okay? They say I'm disrespectful.
You're so rude to the workers. You're so rude to the workers. You're so rude to the workers. This is their job.
I believe I ordered my sandwich about an hour ago. And we're just figuring out the Italian seasoning out.
About 7 minutes.
It's 10 minutes.
Let me let y'all know right now. I don't just make YouTube videos. I watch YouTube. I watch plenty of YouTube. When I tell you how I watch plenty of YouTube, if y'all knew how deep into YouTube I go, you would be amazed. Like, I watch so much shit on YouTube, it don't make no sense how I watch it. Like, I've been watching every creator that talks about 90 Day Fiancé and all of its spinoffs. I watch all of them. I've never watched a single episode of 90 Day Fiancé in my motherfucking life, but I have been watching every 90 Day Fiancé creator you could think about, talk about it for musty a decade, and I don't miss it. I deal religiously, okay? I have never in my motherfucking life watched a Joe Rogan Experience.
The reason that white people are inferior is because they don't have enough melanin in their skin.
I never watched no Brendan Schaub, no that little he be with, or any of the rest of them. But when I tell y'all, if you don't know, there's an entire universe, like a literal universe of YouTube creators who exist purely to kick the backs in of Joe Rogan, Brendan Schaub, Tony Hinchcliffe. The other one, I forget his name, man. He is co-host with Brendan, his life dad down by them. When I tell y'all I don't miss it, I enjoy it so much being deep into that. And another thing I very into in YouTube is I love to watch videos about Will Kelly. Oh my God, as soon as I see Will Kelly on the thumbnail, I watch it. I've watched so many Will Kelly videos. It's unbelievable. And if you're asking yourself, who is Will Kelly? Well, I'll tell you. Will Kelly is a TikTok creator who developed his platform or became TikTok famous via documenting his weight loss or his journey to weight loss. So he started off at like 600 pounds and then he was like, okay, I lost weight. I'm coming to the internet to share this with y'all so y'all can help hold me accountable while I go on this journey. Then he would make this content that's like, oh, what I ate when I was 600 pounds. And then the problem could be, at least, before I say that, that's what Will Kelly is initially, how he developed the platform. He developed the platform because people was watching him document his weight loss and document what he claimed he used to eat when he was at his biggest. Now, why? If you're asking yourself, what's so special about that, Alani? Why do you like to watch Will Kelly videos so much? Let me tell you, they love, like when I tell you, love to make hate videos on Will Kelly, hate Will Kelly so much. Every video name, oh, why
hate Will Kelly, why everybody hates Will Kelly, while Will Kelly is done, why Will Kelly is over, oh, the fall of Will Kelly, oh,
they hate Will Kelly. And you know what? After watching a million hate videos about Will Kelly, I kind of like Will Kelly. Let me explain. All right? Put your pitchforks down. Put them down. Relax your ass, okay? There's enough hate videos about that young man on this here internet. You will be okay, okay? Y'all could wait for some nuance. Now, let me tell you why I like Will Kelly. First of all, let me just say this. I think what's the easiest place to start this from? The world hates fat people. That's true. The world hates fat people. We do not have the time to go into a scholarly assessment for me to explain to you fat phobia, its origins, blah, 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 blah. I don't have time for all of that. The best I could do for you is direct you to my Olorinati production on my main channel called If Pretty is a Privilege, Ugly is a Curse. We have a rich discussion of fat phobia within the context of lookism in that video. You could go watch that. I don't have time to run on with y'all. Just understand the premise because you know it's true. The world hates fat people. They hate fatness. They're taught it. It's a whole thing. Cannot wait to foam at the mouth about another motherfucking way. It's crazy because there's just a million ways in which your life could be like this, be like that. Another person lives their life not together, but it's something about seeing a motherfucker who's fat that makes other people feel comfortable being like, oh, I can judge them, I can criticize them publicly because I'm saying that it's about their health, and it just perplexes me because it's like, in no other context does concern for another health or health in and of itself justify or give us permission to just say what the we want about other people. But when it comes to weight, think they could be so mean and nasty and stinking, because another fat. And nothing more they love than when they feel like those fat people give them the permission to say something by coming and being like, hey, I'm fat. I'm going on a weight loss journey. I'm sharing this journey with you so you could hold me accountable. And accountable to that audience that always hated fat people and was always gonna laugh, mock, watch, and have something to say in their mind about this person weight regardless. Oh, that accountability to them, man. Oh, we talking shit. We get to monitor your body. We get to monitor and clock in, but what you ain't doing, you doing this, you blah, 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 blah. So I just, in general, I can't stand, like, you would never catch me following an account like this or anything like that off the strength of, I hate seeing that. I hate when they invite people to just vomit their fucking fat-phobic rhetoric on them, you know what I mean? And turn them into a spectacle and shit. I hate seeing people do that to themselves regardless of what the reason is. I don't really even buy into the holding me accountable and all that bullshit. I think that's a bunch of cockamamie foolishness. And it just is, it's what feel like they have to say when in actuality it's like, this is how you want to develop a platform and this is how you've chosen to develop it. And that's fine. That's fine. But the idea of this altruism is like, so these people in this community no, these people don't give a about you. And I said it to say, the thing that hate Will Kelly for, hate Will Kelly. You could watch 1 million, type in Will Kelly on YouTube, and you will see nothing but videos about hating him. And when you click on it, if you wondering to yourself, well, why do they hate Will Kelly? When you watch the videos, it is as simple as this. There's no big secret evil thing he did. He didn't beat nobody. He ain't kill nobody. He ain't done nobody. Don't like Will Kelly. Before we get deeper into the video, y'all know your girl has merch, right? That's right, the Illuminativerse has merch, so you can rep your favorite channel. Whether you're an Illuminati pop girl like myself, an Olay and chill enthusiast like my baby sister, an Olay and friend stan like all my friends, or somebody who locks in for my 2-hour Illuminati productions, we've got something for you. We've got mugs, shirts, and hats. It's all very cute because Cartoon Me is adorable. Shout out to Tuner Tariq for being the man behind her. And to my pop watchers in particular, please know that you wore me down and I finally gave y'all a shoot me with your big gun merch that y'all kept begging for. Look how cute your shoot me with your big gun merch is. Oh my God, to be an Illuminati pop girly. I genuinely love my merch. Not just because it's mine, but because I ordered everything myself before showing it to y'all so that I could make sure the quality was good because I can't have y'all spending y'all hard-earned money on garbage. Which is why I am pleased to report that I now have a cupboard full of the most beautiful glossy mugs and a drawer full of the comfiest Illuminati shirts. So if you've ever wanted to support the channel, rep your favorite corner of the Illuminativerse, or just walk around with my cartoon face on your chest like a true Illuminati fan, check out the merch store linked in the description below, or go to illuminati-shop.fourthwall.com, or use the QR code on screen to make sure you get your Illuminati merch today. That's illuminati-shop.fourthwall.com, or click the link in the description, or use the QR code on screen to run me your money today. Now let's get back to the video. Because Will Kelly came and said, hey, I'm fat as and I need to lose weight, and I'm gonna lose weight, and then Will Kelly ain't lose no weight.
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
And not only did Will Kelly not lose no weight, Will Kelly keep making videos talking about what I ate at 600 pounds when Will Kelly is obviously 600 pounds now, and he is obviously eating the food now. Which should be, if you're sane, should be just funny. Like, it's funny to me that Will Kelly going to these restaurants and buying these smorgasbord meals and then combing through the meal. He opening up the sandwich, he touching it, he breaking the tenders, he telling you how good this is, he hard all over the food, talking over the food, all over the food, and then trying to tell you he give the food away.
Stop the cow.
Well, but he finds somebody homeless to give it to after. Well, look, yo. And yes, there have been different employees and people who've been at the restaurants he's been at that have gone online and confirmed that this did in fact eat the food when he turned the camera off.
Somebody in the comment section asked her, yo, did he really eat the food or not? She gonna reply saying, yeah, my coworker said he finished the food.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
So this entire time, the rumors were true. A lot of people are wondering, does he eat the food at the end of the video? Does he give it away to homeless people? No, he doesn't.
He didn't need to tell us that for us to know that. We know that. But my point is, that should be just funny. But when I tell you there's something, because again, I'm telling you, people just like permission. In general, like the internet and so many different things we partake in just exist to be permission structures for people to cosplay and get out the kind of boldness, the kind of authority, the kind of ability to say whatever they want without having to be kind or considerate that they can't do in their real daily lives. Love to do that with the internet and with strangers and yada yada yada, let alone you combine, oh, it's this fat who they see being a greedy and who told them, hold them accountable and all this shit. Oh, they can't wait to kick this back in. So just be mad. On top of the fact that I ain't finished. For the people with their pitchforks about relax, I say I could get to it, okay? So on top of the fact that Will then tell them, oh, he gonna go lose weight, he ain't losing no weight, instead of going to the gym and yada yada yada, he at the food places ordering all this food that he pretended not to eat. That's one. Two, Will is carry on dad bod with the service workers. Will is carry on dad bod with the service workers. There's 3 levels to it, I think, on why Will carries on so bad with the service workers, and he does. Please just show must see a series of clips here.
They say I'm rude, okay? They say I'm disrespectful. Dang, I'm a big deal, you know me? I feel like I shouldn't have to say that. I feel like y'all should peep that from my aura. I looked at you over there and I thought you were like 16, 19, something like that. I come closer, I'm like, oh wait, this is a grown woman.
Yeah, I'm 32.
32? Yeah. Don't look a day over 31.
There's 3 reasons why I believe Will is carry on bad. 1, it's for attention. Engagement. This is a content over everything mindset. Will is very, and by no, like, he's not hiding it. Will is very concerned with his platform, with content, with views, and that's why he's doing it. Just like all the other buffoonery you see with all the streamers and whatever have you, and why they doing all this for viewers. That's it. So Will is being disgusting to the service workers or being annoying and being irritated and do it. Will is coming to place and be like, Will is order his food, and then 30 seconds is passed and he's be like, oh, fucking hour and I for this. Where it is? I've been here for 10 hours. And they'd be like, so you ain't been here for 10 minutes, man. And as they said it, he's be like, y'all see this trying to have a moment, eh? Y'all see this? Let me tell you, show the clip right now when Will say that shit. Like, that's the problem. When people see you making contact, everybody wants to have their moment. Now, you want your moment, buddy?
Excuse me, sir, you said what?
If you still wanted the Italian seasoning on there.
I believe I ordered my sandwich about an hour ago. Now
we're just
figuring out the Italian seasoning out?
It's about 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes?
I think you ordered that 5 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
Right? Not an hour ago.
And this is the problem with content. Once people see you're recording, everybody wants their moments. So we're gonna give him his moment.
Like, if you look at Will Eyes, this was funny to me. If you look at Will Eyes, remember I said my first thing on why he's act like this is for engagement. The second thing is, if you look at Will Eyes, you can see Will a little crazy. Listen to me. There's a brand, hear me and hear me good. And everybody who know, they know what I'm talking about. There is a brand of crazy light skin. Like, hear me, there's something, I don't know what happens in the factory, but there's something, I'm telling you, there's something like that is make some light-skinned have a craziness, like you see that crazy mean streak, look yo, and Will have it. It right there, you can see it, and it shows up all the time. And I think, to my second thing on why he's do the things that he does, and which is also a big part of why people don't like him, is that crazy egotistical mean streak he have. And I can tell y'all why I like that. I like that about Will because it's subversive. Hear me. The reason why it bothers, say what you want. He's an egomaniac. His ego is out of this world. That is very clear. His ego is up there, kind of mean and nasty. Although to some extent, a lot of it is for content, for show. But nonetheless, you could see that he have a meanness, a nastiness about him. He a little mean, he a little nasty, he a little egotistical. But none of what he does, nothing about him. This is just the truth. Shoot me with your big motherfucking gun. This is the truth. And don't like when he say it, but I can say it. The only reason why feel so much vitriol and hatred towards that is because they feel like, who the is he to have the audacity, being as big as he is, to be unpleasant, to be rude, to be egotistical? That's all it is. Because think, oh, because he's 600 pounds, because he looked the way he looked, because he fat, because he that big, he ain't supposed to fathom being a disgusting, mean. And I respect the subversiveness and that deciding being fat will not hold me back from my birthright of being a crazy, mean, light-skinned. And I respect that. Who the is y'all to tell him he can't be a piece of shit if he wants to be? The only reason you have a problem with it is because he's fat. All kind of shitty y'all make famous all day, every day you like. The entire ecosphere of who popular suck. They're horrible. They're horrible.
Healthy relationship dynamic is one in which the woman wants sex more than the guy does.
You have to go out there and you have to suffer as a man. You got to go through trauma to be a G as a man.
You're not just wrong, you're stupid.
When you deal with a man, he puts you in one of two categories: the sex-only category or the potential wife category.
And only have a problem with it when they feel like, oh, the audacity. Think about how right there helping shoot clavicular all the way to the top of the ladder. Oh, clavicular everywhere. Or they bring clavicular on. They like clavicular. La, 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 la. Clavicular have this surgery and stop being as child. Stop mogging as hard as he thought he was. And let me just say this. It's so crazy because it's so nuts for me to like see calling this little boy ugly and thing and making him feel bad and go to feel bad for him. Like he ain't a racist, white supremacist, misogynist who would tell me I look subhuman and shit. But I still feel bad because Lord. But I say that to say don't have a problem until they feel like, oh, you have some nerve. The reality is, the other day when Clavicular was talking all this look max and all this horrible, mean-spirited bullshit, the tea is that thought he good looking. They thought he was fine. They was rocking with it because they think he look good. They feel like at the end of the day, they can't rebut what he talking about because he look good. Now when they think he look a little less good, now they talking shit, okay? Just let whatever rock when they think that those people have the right to carry on like that. The only reason, and it's like, wait, like in this world that we live in this world, in this day, these creators, even in this creator world, the worst, the worthy of like video essay after video essay, and I can watch every one of them about how horrible he is like this mean fat but yeah, Will's crimes, right? So Will big and is be pretending not to eat the food. He's stinking. He's carrying on bad with the people in the store. And he don't just carry on bad with all and I mean bad, you know. Will is be like, if they say anything to Will, man, look here. Will in the restaurant with his shirt off.
They're mad at me because I'm loud in fast food spots. Why are you mad at me for that? You're not mad at them for selling poison. I'm tired of the haters. Bro. They get mad at me because I walk past them, bro. Bro, it says employees only back here. But I can still come back here, bro. But you're going to be mad at me. You're going to yell at me.
You know what? Let me just say this. You don't think Will carries on worse in these restaurants than the gorilla, than the who's be spoofing a monkey and doing all kind of things to, you all know that big gorilla groove. Like, that acting worse to me in these motherfucking restaurants than Will Kelly.
It's good.
Will is come and be annoying. Will is come and do stuff that can make them call him fat behind the scenes. You know that's all they saying. They just be like, Will come in there 600 pounds carrying on bad. Like, give me my food. Y'all taking an hour. I want 6 meals. You know they back there calling Will everything but a child of God. But that's what Will is be doing. Okay? Will is do nut shit like go stand behind the counter and then shock the people. But like, and he is a dick. I give y'all that. Like, Will is sometimes like bring in... Will sometimes do, when he's doing is what I ate when I was 600 pounds at the different restaurants. Will sometimes bring in like a big gal, right? And it's usually a big white gal. I never seen anything but any big white gals. He'll come bring in a big white gal just as big as him or even smaller. And he has been looking at them and have them like order the meal they would order. Now think about how disgusting Will is. Again, the arrogance, the ego on him is tickle me. Will normally, the series is for him to take us to the restaurants and go pick up all the Will is be ordering everything off the menu to show us that how he got to 600 pounds. That's the whole point of the series. That's what I was eating when I was 600 pounds, which is what he eating right now, right? But anyway, Will go take these gals to the same restaurants to go show what they eat. And he just be looking at them like this.
Brother,
He's be like, all this?
What's that?
So, you can eat all that? Wow. Oh, have you been thinking about losing weight? Oh, no? Oh, you just been thinking about continuing to eat like this? Wow. He's like, does this meal seem wild to you? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, wow. I can't imagine being a fat piece of shit like you. Ooh.
Now let's look at this food. Shirley, you was really eating this?
Mm-hmm.
How? You're small-ish, kinda.
Well, there's a reason I put on a little bit of weight.
You're like a couple burgers from Chubby.
Well, the dress really hides my figure. I'll just put it that way.
So if you take the dress off, it's like...
Yeah, yeah, right.
I don't eat this anymore.
I know. You're saying that.
My life.
You changed your life.
Are you proud of me?
I am.
Like, that's how Willis be carrying on. Which again, it's typical of a horrible light-skinned Like, to me, y'all wouldn't say anything if Chris Brown did this. Yeah. But they wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, Will is a stinking, like, and it's so funny because you know that's how we think. Like, even when you hear Will say on one of the many clips of Will on live, let me tell you, Will needs to not go on live with people because every time Will live stream with people, he start cussing them out. And like, let me just say this. This is why you can catch me inviting myself to upset my self, okay? Because everybody is wants you like be polite. Like, he's come on these streams, man, and like Will is carrying on bad. Like, say a is telling him, right? Because like Will eat bad the entire month. Don't just be doing whatever the he want, gaining weight, talking to cussing out, telling you get bitches, get money.
You're so rude to the workers. You're so rude to the workers. You're so rude to the workers. This is their job. The customer is always right. I pay my money to act like that. You've never seen me go in a restaurant and not spend money. I'm a great tipper. As soon as I throw them $20 bills at you, if I tell you to shake your ass, that's what you're gonna do.
And then Will spin around and be like, I'm sorry, I disappointed myself. I'm so let down on myself. Oh, my content has gotten bad. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna be accountable. I'm gonna lose weight. Nah, 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 nah.
Bro, I'm not eating at half these spots I did power meals at, bro. I'm not eating at these places, bro. I'm being real with you now, bro. It's over. It's over. It's over, bro. I'm done being fake.
So what does that mean week when we'll get on these lives with these people? We'll get on these lives with these people and they just come trying to like tell them what they think. But that's what there was one clip where somebody in the live was like, hey, like you really need to change your mentality up. Like the way that you're thinking about this and da da da. Will is like, who the is you to tell me anything but how to change my mentality? Know me, bitch ass. Like,
well, because like you say all these things, like, you know, like you want to, you know, lose the weight and things like that. And mind you, this is coming from somebody, bro. Like I used to be big myself, gang. Like I was almost 300 pounds at one point.
You lost the complete track of your channel, bro. It's not even about weight loss no more.
I just watched the workout video today.
I haven't.
What are you talking about?
Okay, I didn't see that.
Exactly. You don't be seeing shit. Shut the fuck up.
And it's like, I understand why y'all see that as unpleasant, but surely y'all need to see why I see that as the dream. As a no, you cannot go curse your audience like a dog, no matter how much you want to in your heart. You don't understand what it feel like to see a of your dream. Like, you go ahead, baby, and burn it all down. Cause I won't. But you go there where you better tell them kiss your ass, Will. Will is be there telling about they ass here. Actually, most recently, right before I sit down to come record this, I go on Will TikTok, and Will had another video of apologizing for crashing out on the right. So apparently there's some other big who lose weight on TikTok. Who name is who's be losing weight? Nikki doing it? Nikki something.
Nikki Flippers.
Somebody. He ain't some young man, okay? Apparently, Will crash out on him on live, right? And we'll explain the story why he crashed out. We'll say, oh, Lord. We'll say they all creators in the same niche, right? They in the same, like, big on TikTok trying to lose weight, getting talked bad about by the audience, right? That niche. We'll say he see this, you know, this they friendly, they in the same niche. We'll say he see this click like or a comment talking bad about him. But he ain't say nothing. We'll say I ain't say nothing. I ain't DM him. I ain't pull up on him. I ain't nothing. I just made a mental note of it. Note to self. This fake ass clicking like a talking shit about me. Cool. So we'll say when he next on his live, he see this in the live just watching. So we'll say, I know that ain't who I think it is.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
So we'll say he pull this on the live and he's like, hey, yo, why the he was talking about me, fake bitch ass.
Are you watching me take a picture with the dude right now? Are you watching me chop it up with him? Are you watching me show love? Are you watching me get advice? Nick!
And from there, we'll say he just get triggered. He run dad hard and he cusses. And I just like, listen, everybody in the comments, they're like, oh, rinse and repeat, Joyce, just do that. That's so crazy. Like, you crashing up, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Let me tell you. As somebody who like, this is so funny. I would never in this life take grievances to the internet. Like, you would never hear from me who I don't like unless they force me to say something. reason. Like, the only time there's anybody I could think of that there's a public record that I don't like is Anna Kasparian from TYT. And I don't even give a about Anna. But Anna gone publicly talking shit about me and starting shit on Twitter and shit. And that's the only reason, like, she took it to the internet in the first place. And she come to me and we had the falling out privately on DMs or even with a bunch of other creators. But it was something I would have never come take it to the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense. Because what happens is the audiences really think they know something. They determine who is right, who is wrong, who is the villain, who's the this, based on their perception of the creators, based on how they feel about the creators, based on what they think the creators' viewpoints are, based on what their content is, and not based on what they actually are like in real life, what the actual dynamics is. They don't know this and the next thing, yada, yada, yada. So when you go take stuff to the internet, all you're doing is inviting the audience to like weigh in on something that they cannot accurately measure, you know what I mean, or critique. So for that reason, and also I'm just not a messy ass, like, I would never come, all kind of, you would never know, but who I don't like in real life. You're like, you wouldn't know. If you work really hard and pay attention, you might could figure it out. But but I would never, you ain't gonna catch me talking about it. So I say that to say, many a time I see I supposed to be cool with, or you think is your brethren doing weird, shady, fugazi shit on the internet, and you don't go say nothing to them. You go, you screenshot it, and you send it to your real and you think about what you would do if you was a crash out who would go post it on the internet. But you don't, which is why I like Will Kelly, because he will. Will can carry on bad. Like, I understand feeling like, listen to that fake ass I don't give a what the internet talking about. If we cool, we peers and we creators, we cool. If I catch you liking shady shit about me, up. Don't be in my line chilling. And I really respected that say this stuff. Even when he like, listen, like I say, he's mean, he's unpleasant, he's a little delusional, but that's what make him funny. And I appreciate him standing on business, man. Willis be like was mad when Willis say, which again is testament to how Will Kelly see himself. Like, I love that there's, let me tell you what it is. Sometimes I think, like, I'm sure this is true for people across the board, not just women. I just am a woman. There's something, and a lot of people will try to, like, society and will try to condition you into feeling like you cannot feel about yourself. You can't feel the greatest about yourself or hold yourself in the highest regard until you get to a certain place. Like, you feel like, oh, I can't act like I'm the baddest bitch until I am this size, till I lose this weight, till my hair's like this, till I'm like this, till I'm like this, da 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 da. This constant feeling like, oh, I need to be, till you carrying on like clavicular. You know what I mean? Like how clavicular running around thinking, oh, I could always look better, I gotta improve, I gotta da, 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 da. And a lot of people will feel like they're not allowed to feel good about themselves until they get to that perfect spot, which only guarantees they never feel good about themselves. So again, I say, to the subversive funniness to me of Will Kelly not waiting until he lose 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 400 pounds to be the most arrogant person that he can be. I like that. Will say, I don't need y'all to see me in the same way you goofy bitches see a Chris Brown like he's the finest thing because he's a light-skinned. Will say, I'm already not. And not funny to me. I appreciate it that don't mind ruffling the feathers of getting on live and telling these people if any woman don't like me, she's fat phobic. Because I'm a handsome man.
If any woman does not find me attractive, they are fat phobic. Period.
Wait, what?
If any woman does not find me attractive, I am a handsome man. If you do not find me attractive as a woman, just based off of looks, then you are fat phobic.
Okay. Whatever you say.
And again, listen. Let's understand something. Let's understand hyperbole, and let's also understand the nuanced core of a message. Because yes, obviously, it is not true that every woman, no woman can have a legitimate reason to dislike it, to not be attracted to him, or to not like him, or not to not find him attractive outside of his weight. Yes, we obviously know that. That's hyperbole. We get that. Like, everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna think you cute, blah, blah, blah. But the fundamental core of what he is trying to say has some basis in it. Because he's trying to say, like, recognize what he's recognizing. If Will Kelly was a skinny, if Will Kelly was a slim, fit, whatever, based on the world that we live in, and he knows that, as a light-skinned for what he would go look like, he know that gals would like him. He's not articulating it the right way, and again, he's not likable. So you ain't hearing it, but what he's fundamentally trying to speak to is the reality, the recognition that the only thing not going for him in terms of not, y'all can say what you want about personality and blah, 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 being a piece of shit man with a shitty personality and being a narcissist and being an egomaniac, none of those things ain't ever in this life stopped the man from getting bitches. So let's don't pretend. Don't come on down. It's
because he's not nice.
Not enough. That's not what we're talking about. His fundamental point is if he was not fat and all the other things was true about him, a lot of bitches who don't like him today would like him tomorrow. And that's just the tea. That is reflective of the larger conversation we need to be having about our society and how like lookism, colorism, and featureism and all these different things and fat phobia and all these different things come together and affect how we consider desirability, how we consider humanity, and how we engage with people based on their looks and how much we desire them, etc., etc., etc. I say all that to say, I find it funny that it upsets so much, especially like the TikTok, like the community of TikTok are like so against, you know what, let me not actually just put it on TikTok. I was gonna say the community of TikTok are so against recognizing how fat phobia like plays a role in perception in a way that is even more so than other places, but that's not true, because I remember trying to make you goofy bitches understand that we could criticize Brene and Tim while actively needing to recognize the fact that fat phobia towards Brene plays a large role in how people feel about her, especially, and that shouldn't have been controversial because all of the commentary about Brene involves people making fun of her weight and her body and her this and her that, like don't even be like coy about it and shit. It's so clearly relevant. It's so crazy how when you bring up something, start foaming at the mouth to get defensive while like proving the point. It's like, babes, if no one is saying that, just like I was saying, Brene don't deserve criticism or Brene is not a shitty person, that there's not objective reason to criticize her, what I'm trying to point out to you is how another thing compounds and affects how mad y'all are about it. What the level of vitriol, the response, the way y'all are talking about it. Just like the fact that people didn't consider Brene attractive and they considered Akira more attractive and all of that played significantly into the way that perceive her, how they feel about her, how they talk about her, how they see everything about the dynamics. So too is the truth about the fact that y'all can't stand this fat ass because he fat. Also, that we've gotten carried away. Another thing he did that made hate him to on the feeling like fat with the audacity. So Will Kelly got a trainer. Will Kelly got a trainer who offered his services to him, his services for free. The trainer offered to be his personal trainer for free. And Will Kelly would like, he went to a few sessions, then he started bullshitting. Then the next thing you know, he was like yelling at the coach on camera. Then he fired the coach, and all of that contributes to why so hot. Hate him so. They're like, oh, you so ungrateful, you so horrible, you so this. Again, I say to you, ask yourself why you at home mad, heated, like really disliking and because he playing around with his own weight, his own body. A lot of what people don't like about Will Kelly is the audacity on him. Because Will Kelly's response to people being like, oh, he did you a favor. He was doing this for you. He did this for you for free and you didn't appreciate it for you to just fire him. And Will Kelly was like, he ain't do shit for me for a favor. He did this in exchange for access to my brand. He exchanged for access to my platform for promotion. Yeah, for free promotion. And are so angry about it. And again, I say, is Will Kelly obviously arrogant? Yes. Is it dripping off of him in an unlikable, unpleasant way in the entire interaction when he's like, because he sits down with the coach and to like basically clear it up. And he was like, did you see yourself as giving me services for free? Because that's not how I saw it. I saw it as like, you're doing this for me for free in exchange for like help with your brand or whatever.
I felt like you were exchanging your services for the marketing platform of my platform. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's what was going on in my head. How much do you charge a session?
Depends.
Okay. So
But, yeah.
what I charge for a brand deal surpasses however much you would charge for a session. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Every time that you're on my page, to me, it was just an exchange of commerce. It was, I'm going to do these videos with you. I'm going to blow up your brand. You're going to help me lose weight, right? That was my idea for whatever trainer I interacted with.
And that is what it is. Like, y'all don't have to like that. That is factually what it is. That did not offer him free personal training because he's just so personally invested in Will Kelly, because he believes in him so much, because he likes him so much. No, it's because this has a platform. There's a big claiming to like be trying to lose a shit ton of weight. He have a lot of eyes on him. So if I were his trainer and I could be seen as being responsible for the catalyst for him losing a bunch of weight, that reflects good on me and my services and helps me to get more clients and thus earn more money. That is what it is. Like, yes, could he be egotistical? Yeah, but it's true. So this desire to like paint it, it's because you see it. It's the same way like talk about GLPs as though like is cheating in some way. It's kind of some kind of wickedness is happening. It's like you have this animosity towards the fact that this got a personal trainer for free. Oh, you don't have a personal trainer for free, and if you had a personal trainer for free, you would appreciate it, and blah 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 blah. Nobody care about that shit. Like, it's like you mad? Oh, he took it for granted, and it's like, yeah, he did, he do. But also, you know how much do not 600 pounds? Like, join the gym and quit and fall off for a while and stop around and stuff like that. Like, Please. I've been fucking around with Orange Theory for like the last 2 months. What y'all talking about? It's just like the only reason and again, let me acknowledge that he invited this kind of scrutiny in when he got up on the internet, took his shirt off and say, okay, I 600 pounds, I'm trying to lose this weight. I want y'all to hold me accountable. This the journey we going on together. So he invited the scrutiny and I recognize that. But all of this excess, like,
oh, we so mad. Oh my God. This way we tell that you look through the trainers like,
you see how disproportionate this is? You see how another weight don't have anything to do with y'all? You see how the only reason you feel this extra like hate and animosity is because you figure like this a big who should be so cocky and grateful for blah, 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 blah. Like how dare he be cocky? How dare he feel like anybody else who built a platform and whatever the it's just like, that being said, like I said at the beginning, I love a video of Will Kelly. I love that. I just wanted to come and offer, this is what wait, call this? This is my offering? Like, what this is my offering to the mountain. What would you call it? Wait a minute, if people sacrifice, if people going to go sacrifice some no offering, where would they Billy go? But they put, where they is be making sacrifices? Who you just offer that to? That's, I don't be nobody. Listen, but this is my offering, okay? To stop content bullshit about Will Kelly, okay? In a sea of Will Kelly hate videos. I just wanted to offer just a wee little bit more nuance and also make y'all privy to my favorite, is it lol cow? I think I just learned that term, finally. I think it's a lol cow, right? That's what he is when a lol cow is when this is like, talk about that. Let me look at the internet. Define lol cow. A lol cow is internet slang for a person whose eccentric, controversial, or foolish behavior is obsessively tracked and exploited by online communities for entertainment and mockery. Yes, that's exactly what he is. A lol cow. Will Kelly is my favorite lol cow. And like, I enjoy the mess. And I think that there should be more enjoyment and less blind hatred, because a lot of that extra oomph y'all feel towards how y'all feel about Will Kelly is fatphobia. Y'all could be mad all you want. Y'all can be, oh no, this why, blah, blah. We don't like him because this and his attitude and blah, blah. And if you're, oh, shut the up, shut up, shut the up, shut up, like, shut up. If you enjoyed the video you just watched, congratulations! You've officially wandered into the Illuminati-verse. Now, before you get overwhelmed, let me explain where exactly you've landed, because apparently one YouTube channel was not enough for me. If you're looking for my biggest productions, the kinds of videos that require me to disappear into a cave for 6 weeks and emerge with an existential crisis, subscribe to Illuminati, my flagship channel, where you'll find my magnum opuses like If Pretty is a Privilege, Ugly is a Curse, How This Didn't Age Well Destroyed Media Literacy, How Men Become Aziz Ansari, Why Serial Killers Aren't Monsters, and so much more. If you're here because you love television, movies, and hearing me explain why everybody misunderstood your favorite character, subscribe to Illuminati Pop, my TV and film essay channel. That's where you'll find fun deep dives on How I Met Your Mother, Sex and the City, Desperate Housewives, You, Euphoria, Insecure, Girlfriends, and more. And if you'd like to watch my videos uncensored, get early access, and support the channel directly, just join the Illuminati Pop Patreon. If you are looking for chaos and a good time, subscribe to Olay and Chill, where I unpack reality TV, TikTok drama, documentaries, chaos and internet, and whatever nonsense the internet has cooked up this week. If you'd like to watch me and some of my favorite Black creators and thinkers come together to discuss the culture, subscribe to Olay and Friends. If you're looking for shorter commentary on whatever the internet is currently spiraling about or whatever's on my mind, subscribe to Illuminati Bites. If you want to watch me and my bitch Kenny JD laugh, overshare, talk a little shit, and unpack the messiness of life, love, and the internet, and whatever foolishness we watching, subscribe to Olay and Kenny. If politics is more your thing and where you know me from, subscribe to Illuminati Politics for my State of the Union like addresses on O Squared. And if music is your thing and you want to hear what I think about the latest albums and what I'm getting into, subscribe to Illuminati Extras. Subscribe to whichever corners of the Illuminati-verse speak to you, or subscribe to all of them and become a full-time resident. And while you're at it, you can follow me everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Twitter at Illuminati. You can also follow Illuminati Pop and Olay and Chill and Olay and Friends on social media so you never miss a thing. Welcome again to the Illuminati-verse. Now go look around a little bit, make yourself at home.